Ahoy, cheese lovers! It's time for an adventure. Gather around, for we are about to embark on a journey like no other. A journey filled with bravery, cheese, and the high seas. Our hero, Dr. Hatch Salmon. He's brave, he's cheesy, he's ready to fight. With a heart as strong as aged Parmesan and a spirit as bold as blue cheese, Dr. Salmon is the hero we need. Picture this, the Caribbean Sea, glistening like melted cheddar under the tropical sun. The waves shimmer like a sea of liquid gold, inviting and treacherous all at once. A ship cuts through the waves. It's not just any ship, it's the Cheddar Chariot, Dr. Hatch Salmon's flagship. This vessel is a marvel of nautical engineering, crafted with the finest cheese artisans could muster.
It's a glorious sight, adorned with sails of spun mozzarella and a figurehead sculpted from the finest Gouda. The Cheddar Chariot is not just a ship, it's a floating fortress of fromage.
On the deck, Dr. Salmon rallies his troops. His voice, strong and unwavering, echoes across the deck, filling his crew with courage and determination. These are the brave cheese knights, each one a seasoned warrior, trained in the art of dairy defense. Their armor? You guessed it, polished cheddar plates. Each piece of armor is a testament to their dedication and love for cheese. Shiny, strong, they're ready to rumble. With shields of Swiss and swords of Stilton, they are prepared for any challenge that comes their way. Their mission? To confront the Coconut Queen and her army of coconut warriors. This is no ordinary battle. It's a clash of cultures, a fight for the right to enjoy cheese in all its glory. The reason for this cheesy crusade? The Coconut Queen has banned cheese from her tropical paradise. Her decree has left the islands devoid of dairy delights, a travesty that cannot stand. Unforgivable. Dr. Salmon, a warrior of fondue and a champion of cheddar, won't stand for this injustice. He knows that cheese is more than just food. It's a way of life, a symbol of joy and unity. He'll bring cheese back to the islands, or melt trying. With the wind in their sails and cheese in their hearts, Dr. Salmon and his crew set forth on their noble quest. The fate of cheese lovers everywhere rests on their shoulders. Will they succeed? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. This will be an adventure for the ages. The Cheddar Chariot arrives at the Coconut Queen's Island fortress. The fortress, surrounded by a moat of coconut milk, stands tall and imposing. The air is filled with the scent of tropical fruits and aged cheese, creating a unique and almost surreal atmosphere. Palm trees sway gently in the breeze, their leaves rustling like whispers of an impending storm. The air is thick with tension, and the smell of delicious cheese. The battlefield is a strange mix of tropical paradise and dairy delight, with chunks of cheese scattered among the palm trees. The Coconut Queen's warriors, clad in thick coconut shells, stand ready. Their armor, made from the hardest coconuts, glistens in the sunlight. They prepare their weapons, a mix of traditional spears and coconut-based artillery, their faces set with determination. The battle begins. Cheese knights charge forward, their armor clinking melodiously like a symphony of dairy. They wield swords made of the finest cheddar, their shields emblazoned with the emblem of the Cheese Kingdom. Coconuts fly through the air, launched from catapults made of palm trees. The coconuts, filled with a mix of coconut water and explosive powder, arc gracefully before crashing down with a thunderous boom. It's a wild, cheesy, coconutty frenzy. The battlefield is a chaotic mix of clashing swords, flying coconuts, and the occasional splash of coconut milk. Cheese knights and coconut warriors clash in a battle that is as bizarre as it is intense.
Charge, my cheese knights! Let no coconuts stand in our way! The cheese knights rally to their leader's call, their spirits high and their resolve unbreakable. They push forward, determined to claim victory for the Cheese Kingdom.
But the Coconut Queen has a secret weapon. Hidden deep within her fortress, she has been preparing for this moment. Her eyes gleam with a mix of cunning and confidence as she gives the order to unveil her ultimate weapon.
Unleash the coconut cannon. The command echoes across the battlefield, and the coconut warriors cheer as the massive cannon is wheeled into position. It is a fearsome sight, capable of launching giant coconuts with devastating force.
It fires giant coconut bombs that explode on impact, sending shockwaves through the battlefield. The explosions are both beautiful and terrifying, with shards of coconut shell flying in all directions, showering the battlefield with milky shrapnel-like shards. The ground is littered with the remnants of the explosive coconuts, creating a treacherous landscape. The cheese knights and coconut warriors continue their fierce battle, undeterred by the chaos around them. The battle against the Coconut Queen rages on. In a culinary world where flavors clash and chefs duel, the stakes have never been higher. The Coconut Queen, with her tropical flair, has been a formidable opponent, but the competition is about to take an unexpected turn. Cheese versus coconut, who will win? The creamy richness of cheese or the exotic sweetness of coconut? The tension is palpable as the judges prepare to make their decision. But just when things get really cheesy, we jump to Tokyo, Japan. a city known for its culinary innovation and rich food culture. From sushi to ramen, Tokyo is a food lover's paradise. Why Tokyo? Because a new challenger appears, a chef whose skills are legendary, whose dishes are renowned across the globe. The tofu master. He's a culinary ninja. With precision and grace, he transforms humble tofu into gourmet masterpieces. His techniques are unmatched, his creativity boundless. He believes tofu is superior to all cheese. To him, tofu is not just an ingredient, but a canvas for culinary art. He stands by his belief that tofu's versatility and subtlety can outshine the boldness of cheese. He challenges Dr. Salmon to a very different kind of battle, a cook-off, a test of skill, creativity, and culinary prowess. The stakes are high and the tension is even higher.
Dr. Salmon, prepare yourself. This will be a battle of culinary mastery. The tofu master is ready to prove that tofu can stand toe-to-toe with the finest cheeses.
The stage is set. A traditional Japanese kitchen transformed into a culinary battleground. The ambiance is perfect, blending tradition with the thrill of competition. The air crackles with anticipation. Every movement, every sound heightens the suspense. The audience holds its breath, waiting for the first dish to be presented. The tofu master, calm and collected, slices tofu with lightning speed. His hands move with the precision of a seasoned artist, each cut deliberate and perfect. Dr. Salmon, his cheese-loving heart pounding, whips up a storm of cheesy delights. His passion for cheese is evident in every dish, each one a testament to his love for this rich, creamy ingredient. The crowd watches in awe as Dr. Salmon and the tofu master present their dishes. A magnificent cheese fondue fountain, a towering tofu sculpture. But the tension isn't over. This is no ordinary cook-off. From the shadows, the tofu master summons his warriors.
Tofu ninjas, attack!
They flip and twirl, armed with razor-sharp tofu shuriken. Dr. Salmon, never one to back down, unveils his secret weapon, the cheese bot.
Behold, the cheese bot.
The cheese bot is a marvel of engineering, a towering behemoth of metal and cheese, equipped with cheese wheel launchers and fondue cannons, a cheesy spectacle for the ages. The battle in Tokyo is just the beginning. News of Dr. Salmon's cheesy crusade spreads faster than melted cheddar on a hot summer day. Across the globe, cheese lovers cheer, but not everyone is pleased. Enter the Nut Cheese Alliance.
We shall crush the cheese lovers and establish a new world order, a nutty world order.
Led by the cunning almond emperor and his cashew commander, this alliance of nut enthusiasts believes that nuts, not cheese, should reign supreme. They view Dr. Salmon and his cheese army as a threat to their nutty way of life. The almond emperor declares war. The Nut Cheese Alliance launches attacks on cheese-loving cities across the globe. In Paris, they replace croissants with almond pastries. In Wisconsin, they swap cheese curds for, you guessed it, cashews. The world becomes a battleground.
The stakes are higher than ever.
Cheese knights clash with almond archers. Fondue fountains run dry under the assault of cashew catapults. Dr. Salmon, realizing the gravity of the situation, rallies his forces. He knows he needs a plan, and he needs it fast. The fate of cheese, and perhaps the world, hangs in the balance. Dr. Salmon, facing overwhelming odds, retreats to his secret stronghold, Cheesemonger's Keep. It's a fortress of cheese dreams, walls of aged cheddar, moats of bubbling fondue.
They will fight to the last cheese curd.
The cheese knights, battered but undefeated, make their stand. They know this is their last stand. Meanwhile, the Nut Cheese Alliance gathers its forces. They're ready to crush Dr. Salmon once and for all. At the gates of Cheesemonger's Keep, the Nut Cheese Alliance arrives in full force. Their army is vast. Almond soldiers stand shoulder to shoulder with pistachio archers. Walnut warriors prepare to storm the cheesy gates.
Surrender your cheese, Dr. Salmon, and we shall spare your life.
Dr. Hatch Salmon stands defiantly on the ramparts of Cheesemonger's Keep, addressing the assembled forces of the Nut Cheese Alliance.
Never cheese lovers to battle.
Cheese Nut Armageddon! The final battle begins! It's a sight to behold! Cheese knights pour molten cheddar from the ramparts. Giant wheels of parmesan roll down upon the attackers. The almond emperor unleashes his secret weapon, the cashew catapult 3000. This mechanical monstrosity hurls cashews with terrifying speed and precision. The walls of Cheesemonger's Keep crumble under the nutty barrage. Dr. Salmon, seeing his defenses failing, makes a desperate decision. He unleashes his ultimate creation, the Cheese Whiz, a giant rolling wheel of molten cheese crackling with electricity. It's a thing of cheesy beauty and terror. The Cheese Whiz cuts a swathe of destruction through the Nut Cheese Alliance. But it's not enough. The Almond Emperor anticipated Dr. Salmon's last move. He's prepared a counter-weapon, the Great Almond Butter Bath. It's exactly what it sounds like. A giant vat of sticky almond butter, positioned strategically to trap the Cheese Whiz. And it works. The cheese whiz, bogged down in almond butter, grinds to a halt. The Nut Cheese Alliance storms Cheesemonger's Keep. Dr. Salmon is defeated. The Almond Emperor, now the ruler of the culinary world, declares a new order. Cheese and nuts will coexist, but nuts will reign supreme.
He even allows Dr. Salmon to live, but stripped of his cheesy powers.
Dr. Salmon, now just Hatch, retires to a small cottage. He tends his garden, he reflects on his cheesy adventures. But the legend of Dr. Hatch Salmon lives on, whispered in cheese shops, recited in hushed tones by cheesemongers. The story of the cheese warrior reminds us never give up on what you love, even if it's cheese.